Yeah, I'm about to start the show.
Start the show then, Gene. People been waiting on you all day.
I'm just gonna wait till everybody come in.
Why you gotta wait, man? Just start the show. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, come one, come all. Yeah. They in here. Yo, Gene. I see y'all coming in. You got Dr. DaCosta. You got Pretty Gangster. The Deacon's daughter. Oh, they in here now. Lucky Lefty, Bigum. All your moderators. Christio. Todd. Oh, they flooding in. The Drain Master. I see him now.
Yeah, come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show. Gene be talking that real shit. Yo, we gotta go through that.
Yeah, this Jay Prince fan, huh? What's going on? What's up with it, Jay Prince? Alright, this paperwork party, man. I seen you was on my Instagram today. Paperwork party, how long you? Paperwork party, how long you?
The Gene Deal Show, paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa, it's getting looser and looser. Got some exclusive for losers, they on my Instagram daily. They mad cause paperwork and Gene under up, they gon' hate me. So get your membership, subscribe and hit the like button. Best content on YouTube, we ain't doing this shit for nothing. Come on. Cash App, PayPal, or hit the super chats, relax and tune in. We about to give you the
Yeah, come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
paperwork a producer, paperwork a producer, paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa. Paperwork a producer, paperwork a producer, paperwork a producer. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Paperwork a producer, my boy Gene Deal, man. Paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa. Paperwork the producer, paperwork the producer, paperwork the producer. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Lego. Yeah, yeah.
What's up with it, Jane?
Hey, what's going on, brother, man? Let's wish all the ladies in the chat a happy Valentine's Day before we get this started on and popping. And if your man ain't bring you no flowers, no candy, or he ain't give you no card or no leather, so what?
Already, happy Valentine's Day to all.
Happy Valentine's Day to y'all, man, from us, man. We hope everything is well. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed y'all day. It's not a pagan holiday. Don't think it's a pagan holiday. Valentine's Day, we used to think that it was because of Saint Valentine, who was a martyr in the Catholic Church, was murdered when he was in a duel, but it didn't happen that way. And they have no kind of legitimate information that goes back to that. But we do know it's a day of fertility, and it's actually found, and it was through Catholicism, and it actually happens on February the 15th, not the 14th. is celebrated by the Catholic Church of a day of fertility. You know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know how it's going to be fertility, and allegedly they be doing little boys. We ain't gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. But
Already, that's what's up. We need. Can you hear me, Jane?
I can hear you perfect, man.
We needed that. We needed that Valentine's lesson. That's what's up. I didn't know that. I'm glad to have learned that today.
Yeah. I don't celebrate it, man. But you gotta. They come. Can I be your Valentine? You didn't tell me you could be my. Yo, if I'm dealing with you, you my Valentine every day.
I'm telling you, on Valentine's Day, they want you to be the only one to say Happy Valentine's, vice versa. And my phone been blowing up all this morning. People I ain't talked to in years.
Oh, they been asking you, can you be your Valentine?
Nah, I got too many paperwork party cougars. I got too many paperclip cougars. And Happy Valentine's Day to all my cougars.
The cougars. Long as you ain't got no motherfucker talking about, hey, paperwork. Can I be your Valentine?
Hell no. Hell no.
It is crazy, man. But anyway, oh my God, we got a hell of a show for y'all tonight, man. And this is about Tammy Cowins, the FBI CI on the Meech case and everything like this. And I have to say this to everybody out there, and I say this wholeheartedly. Feelings don't change facts, but facts will change your feelings.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to send out a formal apology, to my man 50, because he had posted something on the Instagram, and he said, yo, Gene, if I said it, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like from his mouth to God's ear. But a lot of the stuff was said and that was done. I did some research, thanks to paperwork, thanks to Art over out there in Detroit, thanks to the two DEA agents I spoke to, and thanks to the two gangsters. Both of them had the 848E. One had the 848E, life without the possibility of parole. He was pardoned, and the other one talked this case out, and he took a plea and got out the 848. He had an regular 848. He got out of his, whereas that they plea bargained down to where he got under the 20 years that you're supposed to get 20 years or better on the 848. He only got 14 that he did in the Fed time. So I did some research and I talked to some people. I read a lot of documents, bro. And what I found out and this is my own personal feelings about this through what I read and what I saw, and a lot of things I heard from others regarding this whole case, man. And it don't look good for who we thought was a cultural in that hip hop era icon, which he was a drug dealer. And most of these hip hop, you got to be honest. All these guys talk about they came from drugs. You don't have one of these guys talking about, yo, I went to public school and I went to college. You only got about a handful if they talk about that in their raps. Most of these guys talk about, I was a drug dealer, I was hustling, everybody always claim they live on the street, they from the streets, but I ain't never seen one of these live on the streets. You understand what I'm saying? But they from the streets. So, this guy, Big Meech, who was somewhat of a hip hop cultural icon that they made songs about, that all these guys emulated him and was hoping that they could repeat what he had done out here on the streets in their music. And what we finding out is that it's some inconsistencies in what was being told out here. And I hope after tonight, we can straighten out those inconsistencies that has been said and has been done, brother. You got the flow, bro.
Already. Facts. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of inconsistencies when it comes to what's going on with this case. Now, from what I see, somebody has the word a hat other than Tammy. Now, a lot of people are pointing the fingers at Tammy Cowins. Yeah, she's a DEA agent. I put FBI on the screen, game, but she was definitely working with the Drug Enforcement Agency who sends paperwork over to the FBI. So it's the same shit. You said they the alphabet boy. They all work together. But a lot of people are pointing the finger at Tammy, and a lot of this shit I'm reading. Yes, she's the snake that's slithering in. She's in the paperwork. Yes, but it's other people in the paperwork, and there's other people. You see what I'm saying? That's actually involving her. One thing that we do have, we about to show, game. We got more than just Gatlin's case. People don't know that Tammy Cowins was working for a company that was fronted by the DEA. And what we did as the paperwork party, we pulled up her bankruptcy and her IRS tax records. And she literally filed taxes with BMF in her taxes. We about to show y'all that paperwork here in a minute. She also filed bankruptcy in her full name, and she put the BMF in her bankruptcy as well. So my thing is this. She's a CI working for a company. We're going to reveal the name of the company here in a little bit. This company, to me, is a shell company for the DEA because they receive nothing but premiums, which is synonymous to a bank, never pushing out deposits. So it's unlimited funds that this woman was gathering at the time. And I'm going to show y'all how she was gathering these unlimited funds, but she was only reporting a portion through this shell company. All right, so we about to get to it here in a minute. Shout out to Jersey, Rick, Frank Lucas, Snitch, Most Gangsters, Will Snitch. Shout out to Jersey, Luke. Gene, I'm gonna let you respond to Jersey Rick on that. What you think about that?
Well, you know what I'm saying? He's right about that. I know some killers. By being a New York State parole officer, I know some killers that was out here doing people dirty, and they came out and they was getting money with a lot of big rappers because they wanted those guys on their team. They didn't even want to go back to jail and do a parole violation, and they was snitching and they was telling on guys that to keep their ass out of jail on a parole violation. So I'm just saying that I'm not here to, ridicule, criticize, or say anything. What I'm here to show people and say to people is that, there are some inconsistencies in what they are saying about Meech, but there are some facts to what they're saying about Meech. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to show y'all, whereas is that I believe that he did not send his friend Cuffy to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? It was done erroneously by Tammy and how she did it and why she did it. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you're going to see it in the paperwork, and you're going to see it in the statements that were made, and you could go there and fact check them yourself. So that's what I'm here. And she's not the first woman that ever did this. I was, I've looked in history, and they was having Big Bertha. She was a lady who swindled over 10 to $20 million from people. They had the Flores twins. They did it. they had what's her name? They had this girl named, I don't have my notes in front of me. My dog ate my homework paperwork. But they had this other girl named Chadwick. Yeah, Chelsea Chadwick. She acted, she was like rich and everything like that. And she swindled men out of money. So I'm going to show you how this lady swindled everybody and locked people up. And Meech may not have nothing to do with one of those individuals that she locked up, but he had something to do with her locking people up. You understand? So I'm ready when you are, Playboy.
All right, let me I'm finna cue up some paperwork, gang, and my thing is this: we blotted out some things as well, and we not trying to, put nobody's business out there like that. At the same time, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first go to this case that everybody's familiar with. This is what's his name, Dion Gatlin. All right, shout out to Dion Gatlin, who is AKA Cuffy. Now, a lot of people spell it C-U-F-F-Y. In the paperwork, they spell it C-U-F-F-I-E. All right, so when we start off with this paperwork, as you can see, I'm just going to get down to the nitty gritty. CS number 1 is Tammy Cowins. And for y'all that don't know who Tammy Cowins is a DEA agent working to bring down drug dealers.
She's actually a CI. That's a confidential informant working in and under the DEA agents. She's a confidential informant. But before she got to Cuffy, she had already been working cases and everything. And she had sent one guy to jail and made about $80,000. The DEA was paying this young lady $2,500 a week in her regular salary. It was $2,500 a week. Then they give her a check for about $80,000 because she had sent a guy named Tim, I think Tim Fisher. Is that Tim Fisher or something like that? Tim? I don't have those notes in front of me, brother. But she had sent this guy Tim to jail, and they said she was the big part of the whole case, and they gave her $80,000. Now I know CIs make a lot of money. They get anywhere from 8% of the take of a case. So if she got $80,000, that case had to be somewhere about close to $1 million and better that she helped do on that guy. So she was working as a CI, and she's also dealing with Meech in some kind of way. I don't know if they ever had a physical relationship. I don't know it like that. But when I see this, she was the individual that Meech introduced a guy named Suarez to her for her to set Suarez up in some kind of drug deal. But it wasn't supposed to be with Cuffy, and it ended up that way with Cuffy. You understand? And I think Meech had known, and he probably knew that she was an agent and working as an agent, because I spoke to some DEA agents myself, and she was supposed to be working some time off of Meech. Now, if a woman gonna risk her life,
hold on, Gene. Don't go by that real fast what you just said, because a lot of people in the crowd just heard that and I heard it. So you telling me that Big Meech knew that Tammy was a DEA informant and he was working with her to get some time off? Is that what you just said?
What I'm saying to you, it appeared that he may have had some knowledge I don't know that for a fact, but it appeared that he may have had some knowledge because she said she went to the agents that she was working under and said that she wanted to work off some time for Meech. Right?
So
Now, when I spoke to the agents that I know personally, they said that the only way she can do that is that Meech has to have some knowledge of her doing that. They cannot just do that without him having any knowledge of it.
that
Because
makes
they
sense.
have to have an
that makes sense.
affidavit, huh?
That makes a lot of sense what you said. Like if she gonna do him a favor, he has to have knowledge of that favor. So basically what you're saying indirectly, not directly, but indirectly, what you're saying is if he was to have knowledge of her, that means that he knew that Tammy was a CI.
What I'm saying to you is that when I spoke to the DEA agent, she cannot work off time for Meech unless they have one conversation with Meech. He has to agree to her working time off from him.
Do you think that was before or after he introduced her to Juarez?
I think that he may have been using Suarez and trying to get Tammy to help to bring Suarez to help his case or her to work time off to get him off. I think all this was towards Suarez. I don't believe it was towards Cuffy. I think from the way it reads and the way it sounds and the way the situation happens and what Meech said to her, he don't want to be involved in this shit because when Cuffy got involved, he didn't want to be involved in that shit like that. He didn't want his name on no shit like that. It probably happened because for whatever reason, and I know the reason they wanted Cuffy, she got the agent involved in by using Cuffy name or letting them hear Cuffy name. So when the agent heard Cuffy name, they were like, oh shit, that's the big fish. Because Cuffy is a gangster. Cuffy is a big time hustler. And then Cuffy was already wanted because they allegedly, or they said that he may have been involved in some federal witness being expired. So when they heard her say his name and that there was a relationship or she knew them, it was like, oh shit, we got to get him. So when it was only, it appeared to be that Meech may have been acting in concert. Like I said, facts change feelings. Feelings can't change facts. He may have been acting in concert with her with Suarez, but he wasn't doing that with Cuffy. You understand? That's what it appeared to be.
They in the crowd saying that Big Meech is responsible for bringing her into their world.
No, not at all. Not at all. She was already working way before Meech got involved. I don't know way before Meech got involved with her. You understand? But she was already working, bro.
Let me ask you this: if it wasn't for Big Meech introducing her to Suarez, do you think Gatlin would have went down? With Cuffy?
I think that him making an introduction to a known CI, if he knew she was a CI, if he knew she was a CI at the time he made the introduction to Cuffy, it's his fault. To make the introduction to Suarez, it's his fault, brother.
All right, I feel you.
It's his fault.
Cause I swear to God, I had a homeboy introduce me to a CI one time, and this nigga was all in my paperwork a long time ago, and on some real shit. It's like everybody would have known because he was just out of place, but they brought him into our world. It was the cartel. They brought him into our world. So on some real, it just, to me, I understand what you saying, but what the crowd's saying, and it just seemed like that for Meech to be a smart person, because I'm hearing people say he's smart, intelligent, he ran an operation, hands down, this and that. For him to be a smart person like that, it just gets me to know that Tammy can come in there and he can introduce her to Suarez and everybody, and then she take them niggas down like that. That's foul play. But let me read this real quick. I'm not on nobody's side. That's just foul play. Cause I'm gonna say,
doubt.
Meech, my nigga, you brought this woman in, my nigga. You should have. Cause one thing I did in season one, we verified. We want to know who. Ain't nobody finna walk in my studio. Ain't nobody finna come around me unless I know who you is. And usually when somebody introduce you, you see what I'm saying? What they are doing is they are actually they vouching for that person. Cause you know how they do in the mob. In the mob, when you introduce a person, you say, this is Marcus, he's a friend of mine. That means he's my friend. None of y'all fuck with him. That's not y'all friend. But whenever you want somebody to come in and do business, you introduce them as a friend of ours. So Meech introduced Tammy as a friend of ours, and now they ready to do business with this woman. And I just don't see how he didn't see shit. I see the shit.
Well, see, you got to look at this too, brother. And when I seen him do that apology shit, when I thought it was a bunch of shit and that it wasn't the person he was, I could see Meech probably had been on drugs. You got to realize a lot of these guys think that doing time in a federal jail or prison is the easy thing. A lot of these guys, they go behind them bars. They in those little cells. They feel trapped. They got to get on medication in order to make it through the day. Meech looked like he been on medication for years, bro. He didn't seem like the same person I've seen and I've had conversations with, that I've been around. So to me, it appeared to me that this motherfucker's been on some kind of drugs in order to make it through the whole prison thing. And even the conversation he gave, the lame conversation he gave while he was talking about he not being a snitch or he not been like that. That don't come from a real gangster and a real man. Listen here, he should have been attacking 50 Cent. He should have been attacking Tammy, and he should have been saying what wrong, right, or indifferent. The way he gave that information, talking about, I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for, to let people know that it's death before. That shit was lame. To me. I'm speaking at what I felt it was to me. You understand? So my whole thing about it is I feel that he may not have known about the cuffing. And then when he found out, he could not say nothing because it's against the law to identify a confidential informant. Well, you in jail anyway, but you're gonna get more time. If something happened to you, you might get the death penalty. But it's against the law for you to inform anyone that somebody's a confidential informant.
Now watch this, James.
It's against the law for you to inform a person that somebody's a federal agent.
James, do you actually believe that Big Meech gives a high shit about breaking the law when it comes to giving up somebody? Bro, if I find out that I've introduced an informant to my homeboys, I'm going to humble myself and I'm going to tell them, do not do business. That's an informant. I just found out. I didn't know. I apologize. Bro, he's not humbling himself. What he's doing is he's trying to cover up what he did instead of admitting his mistake. I don't think it's a mistake because what he's doing right now is he's acting like a bitch. He's acting like a straight BIH. Now watch this. Hold on. Let me say something about this. Because, bro, I've been set up by a CI before. Thank God I beat the motherfucking case. I've been set up before, my nigga. And I got the paperwork with the signature on it. They had to make a money buy. All that shit. Let me show you something else, Jan. Watch this. Watch this, Jan. I'm finna show you some real shit. Because to me, my nigga, this don't make no sense. If you look at this right here, this is Gatlin's case. Tell me why on February the 6th, 2015, a sealed motion was put in place to suppress the wiretap evidence. Now, what I'm seeing in this case is not only did this woman set up everybody through fucking what's his name, Big Meech, she got them all on tape. Every last one of them are on tape. The majority of the exhibit evidence that was presented in this case is wiretap evidence, my nigga. I'm finna show everybody the exhibits in a minute. It's all wiretaps. So
but you gotta realize is that first and foremost, because of her alleged actions with the DEA agent, it was a DEA agent. She was allegedly, but I read something that the supervisor said that it never happened, but it may have happened in the paperwork, or it came up that the agent may have had sexual intercourse with her. He claimed that he befriended her after his son died of leukemia, but he never had sex with her. But it was shown in the paperwork that she was getting large sums of money from the DEA. Don't you know this girl got about $210,000 from the DEA on that particular case? That's one lump sum. That's not the 250,000, the 2,500 that she was getting a week. She got over $210,000 in a lump sum from the DEA. But what I'm just saying to you is this. I believe that Meech's introduction to Suarez with her, to her, was a setup for Suarez to go to jail. When Cuffy,
do you think that Big Meech knew?
Did I think he knew about Suarez? Yeah, I know he knew about Suarez. I don't know if he knew that Tammy was a CI until she was talking about working some case off for him. So when
now,
she said,
hold on. See, that's what I'm saying, Gene. I'm finna show the paper real quick. But Gene, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. Once you find out that this woman that you brought into your world, the same world that's feeding your family, once you find out who this woman is, that's when you let people know. You don't.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that what I'm trying to tell you is that I understand what you're saying from the street perspective.
Nah, ain't no street. Hold on. Gene, what I'm saying is this, bro. Ain't no street perspective. You can be the pastor of a church. What I'm saying is this, Gene. Why did he try to get a deal with this woman instead of letting the people know exactly who she was? That's his involvement with a CI. You might as well say he's a fucking CI if he got a deal with her.
Right, and that's what I'm saying to you. I'm not, listen to me. Listen here, bro. I'm not taking up for Meech in no form or fashion. He dead the fuck wrong from even introducing her Suarez to her. So that means that he was working as a CI himself.
Thank you.
When he introduced Suarez to her. What I'm saying to you, I don't believe that he thought that he knew that it was going to go to Cuffy like it did. And if he knew that and he was doing that, he make Detroit look real bad, man. And I know some real dudes out there in Detroit. I know one of the biggest gangsters that came out the Brewster Projects. I played ball with him. KK. You know what I'm saying? It makes dudes who are stand up, Detroit dudes, look real bad. You understand? But that's him. That's not all Detroit. But what I read and what it appeared to me is that he was setting Suarez up. And I spoke to a couple of gangsters. They said the same shit. That he was setting Suarez up with Tammy. He knew Tammy. When she came to him and said she was going to work some time out, because she cannot work no time out for me unless the agents them have a conversation with Meech to let her know this is what's going down.
Big Meech, if this is true, you are a snitch. I'm saying it from my mouth, nigga. Watch this, gang. I got a question for the crowd. Should Big Meech have told his homies Tammy was a CI or take a deal from Tammy? In the crowd, I'm looking at y'all. I just want to know, should he have told his homeboy that he introduced them to a CI, or should he have just taken the deal like he did? I want to know what y'all think about it. And we about to show the paperwork. Man, if this shit true, my nigga, yeah, you a snitch, my nigga. A lot of people are snitching these days, my nigga, but yeah, you a snitch, bro, if that's true. Let me see. Somebody say you should have told your boys the truth, man. I would have did it. Bro, I swear to God, my nigga, I done been in a situation where I had to just tell the truth. Shit. Nigga, Cuffy went to jail. Everybody went to jail because you didn't tell the truth. All you had to do was tell the truth. Now you sitting on Instagram talking about, man, I just wanted to. Nah, bro, just like Gene said, you like a whole ass nigga the other day sitting up there doing that shit, bro. When you just should have told him Tammy was a fed. Everybody make mistakes, my nigga. Look at the crowd. Everybody make fucking mistakes, my nigga. And nigga, if I would have introduced my homeboys to a CI and I would have found out, I wouldn't have tried to get no time knocked out. I would have said, say, bro, my bad, I didn't know this and that. Did we lose something? Do I owe? I got 10,000 right here. It's something, because, bro, I didn't know, bro, but this is what they telling me about this bitch. And I would have told my homeboys, my nigga, no excuse, my nigga.
As soon as he heard that Cuffy was involved with Suarez, knowing what she was trying to do with Suarez, he should have made some kind of effort to make sure Cuffy didn't do no business with them motherfuckers.
Facts. That's my. Oh, now watch this, Gene. You just said it. Even if he didn't want to tell his homeboy she was a CI, he should have made an effort for them not to do business. Something should have occurred. A family member died. I got to go out of town. He should have not let them do business with that CI. The whole time that they was on wiretaps with Tammy, Big Meech knew. The whole time that Cuffy was on wiretaps talking to that Fed, Big Meech knew. Man, let's look at this paperwork, bro. This nigga right here tripping for real, gang. Let's check it out, gang. All right, so look, we already know who the CI is, y'all. Her name is Tammy Cowins. All right, Tammy Cowins is CS #1 in Dion Gatlin's paperwork. And as you know, Dion Gatlin is Cuffy in this case, gang. All right, so let's look at this. CI told investigators that we already know it's a she, had been contacted by Big Meech in order to introduce Fidel Suarez to Gatlin so that Suarez can begin delivering cocaine to Cuffy.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
All right, go ahead.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Because listen to me.
You don't believe the paperwork that's in front of you?
I don't believe that's her statement. They don't have that. See, they don't have that on tape that Meech told her to put Cuffy involved. What they have on tape is that she was having a conversation on the phone and Cuffy name came up. And the agent know Cuffy name because the people in St. Louis, everybody, they know of this guy's name. His name rings bells in that field. So when he heard his name, he was like, oh, because her and Cuffy was trying to, see, this is what she did. Her and Cuffy was trying to buy, she was using Cuffy money to buy Meech rights to some kind of movie deal from the movie. That's what Cuffy was involved with her for, to do the movie shit. But when the agent heard his name, he was like, oh shit. See, can you hook him up with such and such, this, that, and the third? They probably did a game plan. You understand? So now, when Meech heard that Cuffy name was involved in that shit, he said, oh, I don't want to have shit to do with that. Keep my name out of it. You understand?
Yeah.
That at that point, he should have been getting in touch with Cuffy through somebody or somewhere, you understand, to try to make sure Cuffy don't do business with this bitch. But see, in her mind, she was like, okay, I'll get this money from Cuffy. You understand? Now, I'll hook him up with Suarez. I know both of these motherfuckers go down. I fuck this agent. You understand? He go down too. Cuffy go down. Suarez go down. Meech go down. I take this movie deal and I shop it the way I want to shop it, and ain't nobody got not a dog in this fight because I got all the rights to everything. That's what I believe. I don't believe that Meech would have knowingly, from the get-go, get Cuffy involved in that shit, but he didn't stop it once he saw the play start to be making. So in somewhat, he's responsible for Cuffy being in jail right now, even though Cuffy is a man of his own actions too, but he's responsible because he should have some way, somehow, let his people know, yo, bruh, that bitch is a federale. That young lady's a federale. But had he known that and he'd been caught on wiretap, he would have been responsible for doing a lot more years than that 23 or that 30 they gave him, because you're not able to expose a CI or a federal agent. It's a law against that.
I mean, I understand it's a law. You keep saying I understand it's a law against that, because let me tell y'all something real quick. I'm not going to do this, but I do have Tammy's cell phone number. And
no, bro, please.
I said I wasn't going to do it, Gene.
Don't do that, bro. You cannot do that.
You can't expose. I'm not going to do it. I'm just letting people know I got a damn number. You know what I'm talking about?
Who number don't you have, nigga?
But I'm just letting you know I ain't scared to expose no CI. Y'all don't need to be out there setting up people anyway. But Gene keeps saying it's against the law. How much time do you get, Gene, for exposing the CI?
How much time? I think it start off anywhere from 5 to 15.
God damn. Damn.
Bro, check it out. She lied to an agent. If you lie to a federal agent, you get anywhere from 3 to 5 years. That's what Lil' Kim got for saying that she didn't know D-Rock and them. You understand? Instead of her lawyer telling her, yo, listen to me, evoke your constitutional right, don't say a motherfucking thing, and that's it. And all they could do is put you in jail to the life of the trial. They hold you in contempt for the life of the trial. Do not say you don't know them when in fact they got you saying their name, they got you on this, that, and the third. Lil Caesar already testified that you knew them in the whole 9 yards. You can't be like that. Tell them motherfuckers that you know that you evoke your constitutional right, and let them hold you into contempt. That's all they could do to you, baby. And you'll be out at the end of this trial. You understand? If that's the case. You know what I'm saying? She went in there talking about she didn't know them and this, that, and the third, saying this, I didn't know them, I am being around them, denouncing anything about D-Rock and gutting them like that, and she ended up doing 3 years out of a 5-year sentence or something like that. So, I'm saying that to say he was already doing time. You understand? Let your people know. It's a lot of different ways that you can say to let your people know that don't F with that. But When he found out that Tammy was working shit off of him, he thought that she was just gonna use Suarez. When he found out Cuffy got involved in that shit, if Cuffy your man like that, pots and pans, nigga, you gonna have to do an extra 10 years instead of letting your man do 27. You got to do them extra 10 years, bro, because you brought that shit on yourself.
Hey, the whole crowd, look, okay, watch this guy. I know y'all want me to call him. Look, in respect to Jean, I'm not going to call her on this show, but I do have her number, and I will be giving her a call this week. All right, so I will be giving her a call this week because I want to know, why you out there setting people up, Tammy? What's really going on? Matter of fact, why did you file for bankruptcy in 2012? Now watch this, James, because I just showed the crowd this. If you look at this on the screen, gang, in 2012, Tammy Cowins Tejada filed for bankruptcy. All right,
It's
and when she
Tejada.
filed for
It's
bankruptcy,
Tejada.
my bad, Tejada. And when she filed for bankruptcy, she claimed that the business that she literally was a part of was BMF Entertainment. Now, this is what I don't understand, Gene. This is a CI. What is she doing filing for bankruptcy and claiming BMF on her taxes? Can you please tell me where the gang ends? Because so you telling me CIs are actually filing taxes and they actually are using the companies that they are trying to set up in order to get money back from the government? Is that what's going on?
Well, allegedly she was working for BMF.
But she's setting BMF up. How can she literally file on her bankruptcy paperwork and file in her documents that she is working with BMF? Right here it says between 2009 and 2010. I'm not understanding this, Jen.
Bruh, hold on. We got any what you call in here? We have
tax professionals. to my let's vote. Shout out to Arthur, man. Arthur, Gene and I already spoke. Arthur, appreciate that 199. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to put nobody in jeopardy. You see what I'm saying? Calling her, but she will get a call from paperwork. And I hope you're in the crowd, Arthur, when paperwork give her that call, because I'm definitely gonna call her. Shout out to Arthur, man. Appreciate that donation. I got a cell number right here. I got old Tammy cell number. You see what I'm saying? And we also know, but Gene, who was you asking for? Was you asking for like a tax professional?
No.
So Gene, this is what I'm saying. The reason I showed the crowd this paperwork on her filing bankruptcy and her itemizing her payments coming from this shell company, which I'm finna expose. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and expose it. Gang, this is a shell company. I believe this is a DEA front company that Tammy was filing on her taxes, and also she was filing in her bankruptcy paperwork. It's called Safeguard Warranty. Notice how they spell it with E-N-T-Y instead of A-N-T-Y. They switched one letter around in this particular shell company in order to funnel money. I think the reason they picked the Safeguard Warranty Company was because you can literally funnel money by receiving premiums through this particular company. And this company was filed. This is her paperwork. This is my girl Tammy's paperwork that she filed showing the money that she was getting in from Safeguard Warranty. And just like Gene was saying, some of these numbers do fit. I mean, they do fit to what you were saying.
Yeah, they was giving up, when you see the 25,000 they had for 10 weeks, they had gave her $2,500 a week.
All right, and that's the Safeguard company. I believe that's the DEA front company that she was actually using.
But see, what I don't understand is, brother, like even now, after all this shit is over and the years has passed, they know what she did in her past, but they still making deals and want to make deals with her and be in the pocket with her. When in fact, she sent guys to jail before Cuffy.
Who still want to do business with her? Who you talking about, Gene?
Fifth is doing business with her.
What you mean by do business? Like make money?
He's doing a
with her?
documentary on her or something like that. He's doing some kind of documentary on her.
I mean, I guess I can understand a documentary. I thought you were talking about doing drug deals. I was like, hell nah.
Oh,
nigga.
no.
Nah, nigga, I was gonna say nobody buying none of that good from no, Tammy, you out of there when it comes to drug deal. You might go, do the documentary. I'm like, who the fuck still want to do deals with her? Hell nah, Gene. Nah, yeah.
No, I wouldn't talk about drug dealing.
Nah, 50 smart. 50 if a documentary is how we gonna get the truth out, because another thing about this documentary, 50 probably can get his hands on some of those wiretaps in the documentary. They may put some of those wiretaps in the documentary. Who knows? So let's hope that he can get his hands on some of those wiretaps, because I still got a question when she was when she was contacting and talking with Big Meech. Was she wearing a wiretap at the time she was talking to Big Meech? That's my question to you, Jane.
I don't believe she was, because all the statements that was said in the paperwork, it came from Tammy. She said, he said, or she spoke with him, or she talked to them. So it was nothing on there that I believe that I have heard or I've seen any paperwork that said it was directly. All of it was indirectly, and it was coming from her.
All right, so basically, what we just seen on the screen, because I didn't show the full, I just showed that one piece to show that she was literally in the paperwork. So what we seen, Jane, was her saying what happened.
Right. That she spoke to Meech, and Meech was well aware of Suarez and Cuffy. But
let me ask you this, Jane. Do you think that she would lie in the paperwork knowing that it could be corroborated through wiretaps and whatever else evidence they got?
She had already lied. She told the first agent that Meech they have no knowledge of Suarez and Cuffy. She let it on change that. So when she lied right there, they could have stopped paying her right then and there and say, yo, listen to me. We got you on the lie. You said that Meech did not know anything. So now you lied to a federal agent. So what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to work your own time off now. But instead of that, they were so mesmerized, whatever she had in between that twang, that they was giving her cash money and continued to give her cash money after the case was over with. So when they already had lying to a federal agent about Meech involvement on the first time. First she said Meech ain't have no knowledge of Suarez and Cuffy. Then she went to change it. Why she wasn't brought up on charges for lying to a federal agent?
Because she was a CI.
But she as a CI, she don't supposed to lie to a federal agent, bro. You're there to gain information and tell the fucking truth. That's why a lot of her testimonies and everything got thrown out, and they couldn't use it.
Bro, she bringing down people like Big Meech and shit. They don't give a fuck about, if she bringing down people like Cuffy, they don't give a fuck about her telling her little white lies. That ain't shit. They're going to keep using her. She can tell a lie.
Yeah, but the DA know that took place. Not the DA, the defense attorney know that took place, and the defense attorney know that took place, and she told a lie, and they caught it in. The defense attorney going to use that in their case against her.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I asked the crowd the questions, and I can show these exhibits. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick. I gotta see what screen they on.
Well, I'm just saying that this is all I'm saying, man. Uh, before this Tammy, if you look at Meech's case, before he even got his time, he was cooperating with the government because I think he got a 11 statute 11.5 or something like that, saying that he cooperated with the government and brought his brother in. And I thought Meech had got his time. Him and Terry had got their time last, but I heard it was just 5 other people that hadn't even did a case or nothing like that. And Meech had already pled guilty before those 5 people and his brother and them, and said that he was going to cooperate and then got them to cooperate. So that's why he got that time cut. If you look on 614, I think it's 614. They changed his time. He was supposed to do 340, was it 340 or 360 months? And they brought it down to 320, and then they brought it down to 290 something on 2 different cases. I thought it was just because of the change of the law and they may have brought it down, but it may have been something else different than that.
All right, what's up, guys? So
But I just want to say this, man. Like I'm man enough to apologize for what I thought. You know, when you think that you know people and you think that people, when they do time and everything like that, you know, it takes a I don't know what kind of man it takes to do all that fucking time, 25, 23 years. But, you know, you got to realize it's a whole psychological game that they go through and they have to play. Some men can do it and make that they home for that 15, that 20 years, you understand, and come out with a sane mind. Then there's some people that they need that medication to get through those jail things and stuff like that. And I think Meech was one of those dudes that needed that medication because he didn't look well and he didn't sound well to me when he did that apology shit.
Why you keep saying medication? What is that code word for something, or you think he really on some medication?
Nah, it's that medication that they get them guys, you know, that they can't handle being locked up. It makes them sleep all day, damn near.
So Gene not Gene. So Big Meech is on some medication. Okay.
Yeah, he probably was. I don't know that to be true. I don't know that to be true, but the way he looked, his eyes and his disposition and stuff like that, to me, it seemed like, and then the way he was dressed, man, it's like, yo, the world is about to listen to whatever you about to say out your motherfucking mouth, and you come out there, and that's how you come out to the world? Nah, man, you don't do that.
Nah, you right. I did see that. You right about that. All right, so we got on the screen, gang. This right here is in Cuffy's case. And one reason I'm stressing this part of the what I'm about to show y'all is because what we don't have in the case is the wiretaps. And if you look at this, it says government's proposed exhibit lists regarding the pretrial evidentiary motion hearing. So this is an exhibit list that the government has against Cuffy that they were using in this case. And if you look at this exhibit, all you see is wiretap, interception of wire, August 28, 2012, interception of wire, August 28, 2012, documents related to Deion Gallen's conviction. It got the photographs of essay provided by CSI. So she was providing photographs. Did you know that she was taking pictures and giving them pictures of them BMF?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy, Jane. She's sitting there taking pictures.
I wondered did she do a sex tape with the agent?
Hey, let me ask you a question. Can you see me on the screen moving it around, bro?
I can see a little thing. I can see you up where it said exhibit list, Deion Gallen case. I see that's the studio, but I can't really see you.
No, I'm talking about on the thing. Did you see me scroll down? Did it show me scrolling down?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, damn. All right, so let me what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to try to get that particular document instead of, because I just scrolled all the way down and you didn't even see that part. Let me see if I can put this over here. Hopefully they can come over here on this side. Now, I had scrolled down. I thought you could see it, but obviously you couldn't. Okay, here it is right here. So let me see if you can see this. You should be able to see this one. All right, my bad, gang. My bad. I thought y'all could see me scrolling. Let me know if y'all can see me scrolling on this one. Can you see me scrolling on this one?
Nah. Yeah, they probably could see you.
Hey, let me know. Y'all seen it moving up and down? Okay. Just as long as y'all can see it moving up and down. I'm finna go to the part where she was taking pictures. This is the CI. This is the evidence that we read, gang. I appreciate that. Okay, the whole gang see it. Shout out to the gang. As you can see, gang, in the exhibits, in order to lock up Gatlin, the CI had to take pictures. Not only was this woman wiretapped, this woman was taking pictures. So she was like a little James Bond bitch running around.
Double O nothing.
Bro, that's a little double O bitch running around. She taking pictures and she got a wiretap on. And you telling me Big Meech didn't know none of this? Did you say did Big Meech have sex with her?
I don't know their relationship like that, but he had to have some kind of relationship with her when she's going to an agent talking about she want to work some of his time off. She gonna risk her life. She gonna do all this shit for him. That's crazy. Oh my God, yo, you got a show tonight at 9 o'clock, right?
No, yeah, about the next 15 minutes. About the next 15 minutes. So gang, let me hold on. We can do a part 2 to this. Let me take this down real quick. Shout out to the gang, man. We can actually do a part 2 to this. We got some exhibits, but in these exhibits, real quick, I got a show here in a minute. We're gonna be talking about Eazy-E. I want y'all to get over to the paperwork party. I actually have some documents that shows who killed Eazy-E. All right, and we're gonna have a great show here in about the next 15 minutes. If you look in the crowd, it's on the and it's actually on the screen. It's the Paperwork Party TV. We talking about Eazy-E here in a minute. But look,
a lot of this paperwork, a lot of this stuff is being released because Trump said a lot of this paperwork, all these files and things like that the federal government, the FBI hadn't released. That they got to put them in the Information Act so people could go in there and be able to see some of the things that had happened in the past and see what the FBI really was doing. So when he dismantled their ass, you guys won't be mad talking about, yo, he got rid of the FBI, you know, he this, he that, and stuff like that. If you know some of the nasty and some of the dirty shit the FBI was doing to our people, you're gonna hope they got rid of it.
All right, gang. So look, we had a good time. Me and Jay gonna do a part 2 on this. Tammy Cowins.
Hey, can I say this before you go, bro?
No, go ahead. You got the flow, Jay.
Yo, I like I said, facts change feelings, but feelings don't change facts. And I want to apologize to anybody that I may have misled or thinking that dude was being stand up and that he did his time and everything like that. And I know that this lady, I based on the information that I got from agents and information I got from other people and reading the way that those things read, that she played a bigger part in Cuffy and Suarez getting together. It's still Meech's fault because he knew that she, at that time when she got with Cuffy, that she was an agent. It appeared that he knew. Let me just say, it appeared that he knew that she was an agent, you know. And if she knew that, what I mean by agent, she was a CI, working for the government. You know what I'm saying? Being paid, a paid informant. So he should have did something to stop his man. I know he didn't give a shit about Suarez, because if you know the case, that they had some Mexican mafia people in them about to testify against Meech them. You understand? So he didn't give a shit about them, and he was feeding them, which a lot of people think that's probably wrong too. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm just apologizing for what I said and how I felt that he have nothing to do with the Cuffy shit. But in the whole scheme of things, he didn't do nothing to stop it. He may not did anything to start it, but he sure didn't do nothing to stop it, when in fact he was a motherfucker that put the players in play. So I apologize for not having all the information at the time when I was, defending who he was as a gentleman.
Nah, you good. And that just goes to show, just like, Gene came out of here, apologized. He let y'all know that. And that just goes to show, I don't want to meet people. Why you don't want to meet nobody? Because I don't want to be introduced to that person. The only way you can really set me up is to introduce me to that person. That's why I don't like meeting people, because you get introduced to all type of people. And then those people try to set you up. So if you didn't shoot marbles with me, basketball, we didn't go to college, if we didn't meet in some type of a way that I know was genuine, then I'm not finna fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? And you shouldn't be mad at me because I don't want to fuck with you, because you got people out there like Tammy that's running around setting people up. That's why I want to fuck with you.
You're right.
Yeah, but hey, we finna get up out of here, man. Look, everybody go over to the Paperwork Party TV page right now, gang. We know who killed Eazy-E. In 15 minutes, gang, we about to break down the Paperwork Party page. Who killed Eazy-E? Get your ass over to Paperwork Party TV page. Me and Gene about to get up out of here. Gene, man, do you got anything to say before we get up out of here, man?
No, listen to him, man. Y'all enjoy y'all rest of y'all Valentine's Day. St. Louis, stand up. Salute to all the real ones. Appreciate y'all. And see you soon.
All right, gang, let's go, man. Let's get to that Paperwork Party TV. Let's get it, gang. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm about to start the show.
Start the show then, Gene. People been waiting on you all day.
I'm just gonna wait till everybody come in.
Why you gotta wait, man? Just start the show. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, come one, come all. Yeah, they in here. Yo, Gene, I see y'all coming in. You got Dr. DeCosta, you got Pretty Gangster, the Deacon's daughter. Oh, they in here now. Lucky Lefty, Bigum, all your moderators, Christio, Todd. Oh, they flooding in. The Train Master. I see him now.
Yeah, come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show. Gene be talking that real shit. Yo, we gotta go see that.
Yeah, this Jay Prince down, huh? What's going on? What's up with it, Jay Prince? Alright, this Paperwork Party, man. I seen you was on my Instagram today. Paperwork Party, hold on, you. Paperwork Party, hold on, you.
The Gene Deal Show, Paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa. It's getting looser and looser. Got some exclusive for looser. They on my Instagram daily. They mad cause Paperwork and Gene none of the paper they gon' hate. So get your membership. membership, subscribe, and hit the like button. Best content on YouTube, we ain't doing this shit for nothing. Come on. The Cash App, PayPal, or hit the super chats, relax and tune in. We about to give you the
Yeah, come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
paperwork or producer, paperwork or producer, paperwork or producer. We sliding in like Medusa. Paperwork or producer, paperwork or producer, paperwork or producer. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Paperwork or producer, my boy Gene Deal, man. Paperwork or producer, we sliding in like Medusa. Paperwork to producer, paperwork to producer, paperwork to producer. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Lego. Yeah.